We all love our iPhones. You know, those precious little gadgets we are more than happy to shove and kick others for while waiting in line at the doors for our neighborhood Apple store. But how does the most valuable company in the world make the devices that we, alongside millions of others, queue up for year after year after year? How does the company churn out enough devices to meet the ravenous, ever-increasing demand of its loyal fan base? Is there some Hogwarts-level magic involved? Or perhaps the company employs the services of a certain group of elves at the North Pole? In this video, we'll be taking a peek inside Apple's iPhone factory in China. Hang on tight, you don't want to miss this. Welcome to Posh Future, where we serve you the latest tech and innovation gist. If this is your first time here, then you really ought to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you can stay up to date with the latest and hottest trends in the global tech space. Make sure you watch this video till the end, as we'll be shining a spotlight into the inner sanctums of Apple's iPhone factory in China. Apple almost always announces their new iPhone models on the second Tuesday of September every year, and then release the phones on the Friday of the following week. Although the announcement of the iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro, iPhone 12 Pro Max, and iPhone 12 Mini, all using the latest 5G technology, was made on October 13, 2020, with the release date for iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro set for October 23rd, and that for the iPhone 12 Pro Max and iPhone 12 Mini set for November 13th. This shift in dates was occasioned by delays in manufacturing owing to the COVID-19 outbreak. As always, millions of iPhone units are sold on pre-orders, even before the phones are released every year, with many more units sold when the phones actually begin shipping out. In the first half of 2020 alone, Apple's iPhone 11 was estimated to have sold a whopping 37.7 million units worldwide, far more than any other smartphone. Apple's success with the iPhone 11 continued further into the third quarter of 2020, with a further 16 million flying off the shelves. While these figures are staggering, especially being considered against the backdrop of a global pandemic, the sales outlook for the latest iPhone 12 makes an even sweeter reading for Apple's CEO, Tim Cook, and the company's shareholders and investors. A survey conducted even before the iPhone 12 was released revealed that 1 in 4 Americans plan on buying a new iPhone. Of those 1 in 4 Americans, a whopping 89% plan on buying one of the new iPhone 12 models. Customer obsession and brand loyalty are at the crux of Apple's sales year on year. The same survey showed that an estimated 42% of current iPhone users planned on purchasing a new iPhone, with nearly 37% planning on buying the new iPhone 12 models. Figures such as these, while amazing to read for folks over at Apple's headquarters in terms of profits, present a huge, albeit very welcome challenge in terms of meeting the seemingly insatiable demand of customers around the globe. So how does Apple, the California-based tech giant, produce the sleek, elegant, high-tech smartphones in the mass quantities needed to satisfy the huge demand year after year after year? First of all, Apple's iPhones aren't actually produced in California or anywhere in the United States for that matter. The California-based company handles almost all of its manufacturing in huge factories in the Far East Empire of China. Secondly, the huge factories where iPhones and other Apple products are produced are not actually owned by the tech giant, and as such, they can't technically be termed Apple factories. This is because the company subcontracts most of its manufacturing to a big Chinese firm called Hanhai Precision Industry Company Limited, popularly called Foxconn Technology Group, or Foxconn for short. This company, founded by Taiwanese businessman Terry Gou, manufactures half of Apple's iPhone units sold worldwide. Foxconn Technology Group manufactures consumer electronic goods for a variety of companies, with its biggest clients being the California-based tech company. Foxconn is the largest employer of labor in China, with an estimated 1.3 million employees on its payroll as of 2018. 300,000 of these workers are employed at Foxconn's sprawling 1.4 million square meters manufacturing plant in Zhengzhou. This plant, dedicated solely to producing iPhones, has the capacity to churn out a massive 500,000 iPhones a day, and is often called iPhone City by the locals. Although initially one of the poorest districts in China, Zhengzhou has quickly developed, as various shops, restaurants, and other businesses have sprung up to support iPhone City's massive workforce. Inside of the factory itself, work is broken down into about 400 discrete tasks that are shared among the mammoth workforce. Each individual in the workforce will perform one specific task repeatedly, day after day, often leading to workers at the factory remarking that working at iPhone City is boring and quite depressing. Unlike many factories in Europe and the United States, there is very little by way of automation, as most tasks are performed manually by the workforce, although recently, robots known as Foxbots have been seen at workstations previously occupied by people. Most of the workforce at the factory range from ages 18 to 25, with the gender distribution being roughly equal. A large percentage of the workers huddled together in dorm buildings close to the site, with as many as 8 workers sharing a single room. In terms of criticism, Foxconn has endured many, mostly related to the welfare of its employees, both at iPhone City and at some of its other factories. One allegation is that overtime work is more mandatory than optional, with the threat of being fired hanging over the employees if they refuse to work overtime. Other allegations include the use of underage labor as well as forced labor, although much evidence about this, in particular, hasn't been found at iPhone City. So there you have it. We've given you a sneak peek into the iPhone factory in China. Do you think Apple would be better off manufacturing its iPhones in-house rather than subcontracting the process to Foxconn? And should claims of poor work conditions and use of forced and underage labor be further investigated? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, make sure to share this video, give it a thumbs up, and stay connected as we bring you more of the latest gists in the global tech and innovation space. Fun fact, did you know that Apple's iPhone 6 is the best-selling iPhone model of all time? Did you also know that the iPhone 6 along with the iPhone 6 Plus are the best-selling touchscreen phones of all time? Now those are 2 extra things we bet you didn't know. Stay connected to us here at Posh Future. We'll see you in the next video.